But they had discovered that it was impossible to control and predict everything, and the plan had run out of control. But rather than reveal this, the technocrats began to pretend that everything was still going according to plan, and what emerged instead was a fake version of the society. A society where everyone knew that what their leaders said was not real, because they could see with their own eyes that the economy was falling apart. But everybody had to play along and pretend that it was real, because no one could imagine any alternative. One writer called it hypernormalization. You were so much a part of the system that it was impossible to see beyond it. The fakeness was hypernormal.
Money and you don't even know it. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
Sometimes people ask me, yo, where the jokes? When you put them in power? Where they keeping that doomsday clock? I lost track of the hours. Last call for all of y'all. You ain't gotta go home punctual, but you can't stay here. This Iron Dome ain't functional. Shit don't work anyway. Poke a hole with an Iranian pencil, but these generals have you believe it's impenetrable to them missiles. In other news, my dog enjoys pizzle. She locked in. One-track mind to grind gristle. The one-track mind is not puppy exclusive. These so-called free thinkers really just let the company do it. Think you hooked up with the right political movement where your sponsor's Mountain Dew and the soundtrack is Ted Nugent. Wang dang dipshit. I'm precog. Sometimes pretend I got psychic friends like Dion. When the water runs out, how about we end up drinking Freon? At least you own them liberals, because you appear to like slavery. Hey, that's what you signed up for, baby.
Money and you don't even know it.
So here's where we're at currently. Your dollar about to be worthless unless you invest it in cryptocurrency. If you think you DJ Khaled, here's a wake up. 8-hour lines for bread and tear gas and a spray pump. You have no rights except those assigned to you. The ruling elite have hypernormalized a frightening future. There you go. A meme of a dog in a chair in a burning building. Everything is fine if you're fine with casually murdering children. Tried to jump through the Overton window when I saw it happening, but it already moved and I cracked my head on the wall paneling. We got a presidential pardon starting for Carlos the Jackal and affordable housing with asbestos where they used to put spackle in. You can wander down your street with nothing on your itinerary. Meanwhile, Palantir just put a plant in the military. I mean, there's a lot. Do your own research. These techno hoes manipulating Joe with his whole family of dirts. Nah, me though. But, I'm in a minority on that one. There's a ton of shit happening everywhere. Hard to keep up. There's stuff over there, stuff over here, stuff over here. It's really all the same stuff.
The liberals were outraged by Trump, but they expressed their anger in cyberspace, so it had no effect, because the algorithms made sure that they only spoke to people who already agreed with them. Instead, ironically, their waves of angry messages and tweets benefited the large corporations who ran the social media platforms. One online analyst put it simply: angry people click more. It meant that the radical fury that came like waves across the internet no longer had the power to change the world. Instead, it was becoming a fuel that was feeding the new systems of power and making them ever more powerful.